What is going on, guys? KTK back here with another video on the No Money Spent squad here in NBA 2K21. This is episode number 6 for the No Money Spent squad. Super excited to show you what I've been working on, what I got going on here. So first, we can just go over the XP stuff. Not really doing much here. I'm going to just push myself to go ahead and get to this final Ascension board here at level 30. Get the 15,000 XP. I think I can get that in the next 15 days. I'm almost positive I can do that. That'll be super easy to do. We'll get the Diamond Shoe, the Kyle Lowry, and the Sharpshooter as well. And that'll pretty much be it. I won't probably push any more for any XP unless it just kind of rolls in while I'm playing like Triple Threat Online or whatever while I'm grinding that out. That's pretty much it for the agendas. Really, the only other thing I've been using the season agendas for has been making MT. If you use some filters based off of this stuff, just for anybody who's looking to make MT, especially working the auction house, I would definitely recommend go ahead and doing that because I've been making a ton of MT just through this and working the auction house and stuff. So definitely look into that if you're looking and you need to make some MT. Now, as for other stuff, I might do some of these, just getting some some XP here and there, but that's pretty much it in terms of the agenda and the XPs. I am excited. There's 15 days left in the season. I am excited for Season 2, only because at the end of Season 2 should be next gen, which I'm going to try my best to get a PS5 for the next gen as soon as I can so I can switch over to that next gen content, which is going to be awesome. And especially with the next season, I'm guessing we'll probably see a 97, 98 pink diamond, or maybe even a Galaxy Opal, because I believe Galaxy Opals are 97 and 98 this year. So maybe we'll see a 97, 98. I guess it would probably be a 97 if it was a Galaxy Opal as the final reward in there for the next season. Maybe it's still a 96 pink diamond, but I'm excited for these lower levels, really up to level 30, because that's probably what I'm going to push myself to each season, to get to level 30. I'm excited for the Ascension board, whoever the next player is. Hopefully it's good again. Bob Lanier, I know a lot of people, some people don't like it, some people love him. I personally love using him. I think he's a workhorse. He plays really good defense for me, grabs boards, which isn't normal for defensive centers or just centers in general in the game right now, which is really nice for me. So I've really enjoyed that card. And obviously there's been gameplays. People got Steph Curry yesterday. And that card is phenomenal. So I'm really excited to see cards they come out with in the future, especially guys like Scottie Pippen, like who's going to be the next guy here. I'm really excited to see that because if Scottie Pippen would have been better, if it would have been like a Scottie Pippen with like gold clamps and a couple other good gold badges, I would have probably pushed myself in the XP, the season agendas, to go ahead and get that with how much I've played. But really, with him not being great, I just decided I'm going to hold back. I'm probably not going to go because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get Steph Curry. So I just kind of held back. I have been grinding more the MT side of the game versus the season agendas part. But I will get that extra 15k XP I need there to get to the final Ascension board. Maybe try and get that last 15 tokens there if I got a couple days left. But that is pretty much it. Now, in terms of single player domination, I haven't played any domination since the last video, and I've kind of decided that I don't really care for Nate Archibald and I don't care for Artis Gilmore. The only reason I'd be really doing this is George Mikan. By the time I'd finished it, it'd probably take me another week or so, and honestly, I'd rather just start stacking up my MT, playing Triple Threat Online and working the auction house, and then bringing that in and buying a guy like Kristaps Porzingis or whoever else comes out, versus grinding that and then wasting all my time with that. Don't get me wrong, George Mikan is still a very, very good center, but I prefer a guy like Kristaps Porzingis already to him. So, especially with content coming tomorrow and then coming Tuesdays and third Fridays every single day. And then when the season ends, who knows, there might be a good shooting stretch center in there. So, I'm just not going to waste my time there. I'm going to just start to stack up MT, which in terms of MT and tokens, you can see there we have 53,000 MT and we have 7 tokens. Now, in terms of token and token market, we finished the Ruby, we went on to Amethyst, and the first Amethyst we got was Dave DeBusschere. I love that card. That card is personally an absolute beast. I run him in my Triple Threat Online squad sometimes. I love his release. His defense is stellar. I'm probably going to save my tokens for till the next, because there's only 15 days, and the only other 2 cards I would get would be World Be Free and Sam Perkins. And to be fair, Sam Perkins probably would not play, and World Be Free would probably be my 3rd string point guard. So I'm just going to save up my tokens and wait till the next season comes out. Hopefully they'll update the reward cards then, and then I can kind of decide from there where I would like to go with my tokens. Now, who knows, by then, when the season updates, there might be the token market might be out with a couple packs too, which would be cool just to, rip a couple packs, make some MT that way. Because, last year where there was the light out pack method, when they came out with those packs, there were 6 tokens, you ripped them, and it was basically a guaranteed like 1.5 to 2K every packs for 6 tokens, which was a really good exchange rate. You could play, I don't know, 10, the whole board of Triple Threat online and make 20 to 30 tokens each time, and you were turning that in to an extra 5K on top of whatever you made, which was really a really cool thing they added there at the end of the game, towards the end of the cycle. Of course, the packs that came out this week, there was the Flash 1s and the Playoff Underdogs. Now, the Playoff Underdogs, this Kyrie Irving is a beast. Dikembe Mutombo, there's a couple good cards in there. I did pick up a Steven Jackson for myself because I did hear he had the Curry slide, which is a pretty effective method. But then I realized, well, the only really way you can use that effectively is if you badge him up, and I'm not going to spend the MT really as a no money spent player to go ahead and badge him up. So I have him in the team just there as a placeholder, especially if he's there for like a limited something, because he is a pretty decent like just cone type of card. He's got good stats, so he'll be a nice card just to have in there. In terms of my auctions here, just got a couple Russells left. Sold most of them. We got a Joel, a Cat that I sniped. And if you're wondering how I've been working the auction house a lot, where I've been making most of my MT, because I'll show you my team in a minute. I made a pretty big purchase, and I'm already back at 50K, and I bought him yesterday. Is pretty much, and I spent all my MT on him, so I am making a decent amount of MT just playing. And that's because I would, especially on Tuesdays and Fridays with content, a lot of people are going for filters such as like they're going for the players. Like they're going like a lot of people were sniping Boris Diaw for around that 3-4K range because there was a ton of them out there. But there were so many people sniping on that filter that there wasn't. It was hard to get players. You were sniping maybe one every 5 minutes, which is not a use of your time. So what I've been doing, and it has been a great snipe filter for me, as I've been going Ruby, around 2K in 20 current NBA. And of course the prices are up right now, but I sniped, I sold everything already, but I had sniped 2 Clays, 2 Paul Georges, 3 Joel Embiids and 3 Cats, and 2 Nikola Jokic's, all under 1.5K within the matter of about 10 minutes, and that's all the sniping I did, and that's pretty much all the MT I've made, along with a lot of Triple Threat online playing as well. But if you were just to continuously do that, you could easily be making a lot of money. So especially on content days, I'd be looking out for filters like that, but people aren't hitting as well. But if you do want a filter, and a filter that I've been rocking today has just been team. Since those Lakers challenges came out, I just hit Lakers, around 2K MT buyout, and you're pretty much going to want to pick up anything here for around 2K. You probably want to go lower. I'm not going to pick any of these guys up because they're probably going to sell for 2K. I'd look anything under about 1.5, 1.7-ish. Pick that up. Another one is just, again, Lakers. And this one's a little bit more MT. You need about anywhere from 45 to 50K MT, and you're going to go Amethyst with it. And then this is going to bring up a lot of players because you're going to have, I mean, if you think about any Amethyst Lakers player, you got Anthony Davis and LeBron, who are super expensive right now, but that's also going to be Kareem and Kobe Bryant, who you have in there as well as Laker players. And I know LeBron was the cheapest, and he's been going around for around 50K today. So if you're going to do LeBrons, I wouldn't snipe for anything less than 45K. As you can see, he's about a solid 49K through right now. So if you're going to go ahead and snipe LeBrons, I'd probably go, I mean, 45, 90, I probably could snipe that right now. But just thinking about it, selling it back, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to do the challenges. Selling it back, I would probably lose about 1,000 to 2,000 MT. So be sniping around the 43,000 MT range. But this one's really just for trying to find like an Anthony Davis, a Kareem, or a Kobe for much cheaper, as well as if you pick up a LeBron for decently cheap as well. So I just keep that in your mind if you're looking for some higher tier snipes. Now, as for the team, this is what the team is looking like right now. It's like John Stockton. The reason why I have a lot of budget players in around John Stockton is I can put a bunch of scrubs out here with John Stockton and I can beat most teams. Now, I bought this John Stockton for 100K. I was just trying to buy, I was on a 100K snipe filter. I wouldn't say snipe because there was a decent amount of them popping up for 100K. But the thing that separates this one from any other one I saw is this one came equipped with 40 gold badges. Now, I think the original John Stockton has 25 or 26. And in these 40 gold ones, which was the big badge I was looking for, it did come with range extender. So I paid pretty much a cheaper at 100K because most Stocktons are about 110 to 100K. So I paid on the cheaper end for it. And it came equipped with range extender along with about 12, 13 other gold badges, which was huge. That was awesome. I'm glad I picked this card up. And like I said, I'm not going to try and lose too much value on it, so I'll probably try and flip it at some point. Just so, probably once he starts to get near the 70, 80K range, I'll probably flip him, which I don't expect to be for a while because this card is insane. It does not miss from 3. It's doing windmills over people. You can't get past the card. It's super fast. It's an OP card. I love that card. It's definitely my favorite card in the game right now. I like its release too. It's fast. It's easy to green. And then the rest of my team, Sleepy Floyd, this card is a beast. I like running him at the 2. He's got decent length at 6'3", and he's got bronze clamps, so he can pretty much D up on most guys. Sometimes I like bringing the ball down the court with him because he's got dimer and stuff, and then I'll like setting people up. Dave DeBusschere, Boris Diaw, that kind of do a similar thing in here. This DeBusschere card, he only has like 76 and a 78 mid-range, but with the way they adjusted the slider, which was amazing, I'm so glad they adjusted them. It's awesome. Like I'm having fun on Triple Threat Online playing the game right now because they adjusted the sliders. But that Dave DeBusschere card is a beast. Boris Diaw is a beast, and like I said, Bob Lanier is an absolute menace on the boards and especially on defense. Now, my backups, I go very, very cheap except the Bailey Howe. And the reason I like this Bailey Howe is because sometimes DeBusschere or Diaw need a break. And Bailey Howe is basically, these 3 players are very, very similar. They have a couple differences. You know, Buscher's got gold clamps. Boris Diaw's the best shooter. But Bailey Howe grabs the best boards out of all of them. So they all have their ups and downs. But I have him on the bench just in case one of those guys need a break. But I usually run these 5 guys majority of the game. I'll bring Kerry Kittles in for a little bit of time because I do like him. Scally will come in for a little bit to get a couple shots up. Luis Scola will come in a little bit, but I like to run Bob Lanier most of the game. And if I'm not running Bob Lanier, the truth is I'm probably running Myers Leonard because he is a free token reward and he has an 83-3, and how unlimited is right now, it is so easy to hit shots with him. He's got a decent release as well. So if Bob Lanier is playing, it's probably Myers Leonard who's playing, so that I keep him in at the end of the bench. And then I said Steven Jackson, who's a solid card. Doc Rivers is a solid card too. But let me tell you, this Damon Stoudemire, I know he is only 5'10", but for some reason, this man is a beast. I use him in Triple Threat Online and in Unlimited, and he just gets it done. He's super fast with the ball. He hits a lot of shots. I like his release. He's got that quick first step. He's a good passer, too. I like him. I might as well switch this around because I'm usually bringing him off the bench first, and what I do is I usually switch John Stockton to the 2 and run Stoudemire here, and I just run because of how fast these 2 are. I can just run down the court. I'm hitting threes with Stockton, getting to the basket with Stoudemire, so that is a very effective tactic as well. So that's basically everything I got going on. I got 201 cards collected, not much going on here. Reward, that's pretty where most everything is at, just here in the rewards. Got a couple guys just saved up in the premiums, not going to get rid of them yet. Patty Mills, Scola, they're sitting there. I sold a couple guys today. I sold my Ray Allen just because I didn't play Ray Allen because of how big of a liability he is on defense. Don't get me wrong, dude's probably one of the best shooters in this game, especially with gold range extender as a Ruby. But selling him, I did sell mine earlier for 15K. It just was worth it for me to get rid of him because he didn't play on my team, because I do like to run everybody on my team with clamps. Everybody in this starting lineup except Bob Lanier has clamps, and I don't like to have more than 1 or 2 players on the field at all, or on the court at all time, that has clamps. So when I bring Damon in, that's why I take Sleepy out and put John Stockton to the 2. It's because Stockton has gold clamps, so it helps a lot. And when I do that, I keep DeBuscher and D out in with gold and silver clamps. And then we got Bob Lanier, who's just a defensive lockdown. Now, as for the evolution, as you can see here, Damon Stoudemire is almost done. So we are going to go ahead, just hop into a triple threat online game. 2 losses. I did not know I had 2 losses, and just try and get those 4 assists with him. And just going over unlimited, I am 8-2. My first 2 games of the Emerald, I disconnected. The one was the day where the PSN servers went out, and I was in the middle of a game. I was up by about 5, and it just cut out. And the other one, I just got disconnected from my network and basically just lagged out, and it was super frustrating. But here we are. I think I'm just going to purchase a contract here. I'd say for anything diamond, this is just a tip I have, anything diamond and below, purchase the contracts, because gold contracts usually, 5-game gold contracts usually have a little more value than if you were just to apply a contract, the gold contract to them, and buying them are actually cheaper than applying it, because if you were to sell the 5-game contracts, you usually can get around, on a good day, on like a Thursday right now, they're probably selling 650 to 700 MT, and I just paid 400 right there for DeBuscher. Now, this is a very, very good team coming on here. This is definitely going to be a difficult game, especially running 2 point guards, but I'm confident that I can at least get my 4 assists here with Damon Stoudemire, and honestly, I have no problem. I think I can go ahead and beat this guy as well. So, getting into the game here. I'm probably going to off-ball here a little bit on Weber just because I know he's not the greatest shooter. Yep, that's going to be a problem. That's the one problem running Damon Stoudemire. If you run against a team like this who's a little bit bigger, who don't run the combo guard like I do, you run into many problems. Good cut there. Oh, wait. Nope. Just kick that out. That should be green. But, yeah, I mean, you run to that double guard, especially with a 5'10" point guard. But for some reason, right now, little guys are the wave. So if you do like rocking guys who can dribble well, just good little guys, I would go ahead and rock it right now. I know, of course, right now he is not. He's getting destroyed by Kobe. Once I get him up to that amethyst, I have to decide on what I'm going to do with him in terms of what kind of Evo, because he becomes a defensive beast. But to be fair, I would more use him for the offensive side of things. Good roll there by DeBuscher, good pass. I'd use him more for the offensive side of things anyways when I bring him in as more as an offensive boost. So I kind of have to decide right there. That was bad defense by me when I was talking. What I want to do with him, because he does get silver range, 2 Hoff finishing badges. How did I drop that? 2 Hoff shooting badges, and I think it's a green machine as well, which is all very nice badges. So I'll have to think about what I'm gonna do there. That's just a good dunk right there. Other than that, the defense, he gets so many badges. He gets clamps. He gets, I'm pretty sure, Hall of Fame intimidate or interceptor. Get in there. Just not shooting well right now. But other than that, I mean, I'll have to decide on exactly what I want to do. Good defense there. Good board to DeBuscher. Let's push it. Good go ahead in. Flip it out. Stockton for 3. Good hit, Stockton. I do run meter off. I'm just more comfortable with it. Of course, I'm not greening right now. But I've recently gotten to a stride. There's some games where I'll go 7 for 7 on 3s and green every single one of them and win the game. There's also, okay, I just missed that there. There are some games too where I shoot terribly, but you know, it is what it is. It's kind of just getting used to it. They did fix the stick a little bit, but I'd still rather just run meter off. That's just a bad release there by me. Just because that's what I'm more comfortable with right now. if I ever go back to stick, which I might, it would be more of a I'm struggling to finish at the rim because for some reason in this game, layups are impossible, which is the dumbest thing ever, but good green there. Unless, if you, any contact layup, if you're not running stick, it's almost impossible to make it. But this guy, he's got a decent team. He really just likes to back guys down on the post, which, I don't know what Damon Sotomayor was doing there. I'd rather him just stay on the guy out there, especially with Chris Webber. Good take, Damon. Hop step. Hit Stockton. That's a 3. Good hit, Stockton. Like I said, Stockton hits so many shots. Even on whites, you could see he's a menace. He's a great card. I love that card. It's definitely my favorite card in the game. In terms of compared to Curry, I would probably say Stockton is the next best point guard. That's just a good finish there by Kobe. I think Kyrie, if you get him badged up, especially with gold clamps, I think Kyrie's a very, very solid card as well. Good roll there, DeBuscher. Finish that. He's a very, very solid card as well. But again, Kyrie is super expensive right now, and I do believe John Stockton is a little bit better than him. It's just a good dunk thing again there by Kobe. I honestly forgot this Kobe card was in the game. I forgot he came out in those clutch packs. Damn it. It's good. It's a good block there. I mean, smaller guy going up against a bigger guy. This guy likes the post game. Good D Stockton. That's all right. I mean, this is kind of what you get running 2 guards. But I've been running 2 guards just lately, trying to get at least Damon up to Amethyst. He's that Amethyst now. I might switch it up. I might just keep it the same because I would like to try and go ahead and get Stoudemire up to the Diamond because at Diamond tier, he is an absolute beast. Let me tell you that. We both left him. Good. Check back. My bad. This good take there by him. This dude was a solid opponent. He definitely likes to drive with Kobe, which, is what it is. But, let's kick out to Busher here. My bad. Good take there. Kick it out to Damon. Good shot, Damon. Yeah, I mean, this guy's, he's a good, decent player. But if I wasn't going for the Damon assist, maybe I beat him, maybe I don't. But we'll give him that shot if it goes and it goes in. Good work, Damon. Call for the pick. Good. Kick it out to DeBuscher. Go ahead, DeBuscher. Good shot, DeBuscher. There we go. We're tied up at 20s here. Making a little bit of a comeback here. Yeah, so this is, after this game, that's pretty much going to be the end of the episode. I just kind of wanted to go over what we had going on right now. Now, Webber is a beast in the post. I will say that. That is one thing Webber is very good. As you can see, that was my bad there for jumping. Almost came back and won that one. That's all right that we lost, even though that is our 3rd loss, so we are going to get sent down the boards. That's all right. It was more about getting the assist with Damon Stoudemire. But that is pretty much the video. We can go ahead here, drop these balls, see what we get. But other than that, that is pretty much the video. And I'll have another No Money Spent posted up tomorrow, especially with the content coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a big content day. Hoping something big comes out tomorrow. My guess is probably going to be Idols, if I had to be honest with you. I do believe it's going to be Idols. If it wasn't Idols, it's going to be another promo like the Clutch. But we've already had the Clutch and we had the tip-offs as well. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be the Idols because the Idols Flash came out last week and it has been now 2 weeks since the Idols came out. So tomorrow we'll obviously get that in the morning around probably 9-ish, 9:30. We'll kind of figure out what we got, what our content is for tomorrow. But I'm excited. I'll be hitting my Ruby filters. Go ahead and check those filters out. Like I said, especially if you're like me, you're not, sometimes that is very hard getting in the competitive snipes, especially like higher up at like Amethyst and stuff. Those Ruby filters, any Ruby filter for that matter, you can do Clutch Ruby filter, Clutch tip-off filter, ruby filter, I mean, any of those are going to work. You'll make a lot of MT like that. Spend your time playing Triple Threat online and working the auction house. That is the best way to make MT. Like I said, I spent all 100k on John Stockton yesterday, and that was last night, and I didn't play any last night, and I've played about, I don't know, 2.5 hours today, and I'm already back at 54,000 coins. So thank you guys for watching. That has been the episode number 6 of the No Money Spent squad. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new